Hi, everybody. Nobody's there yet. Hi, everybody. Hi, Deanne. This is Thursday Live with Deanne Fitzpatrick Studio, and we're just coming on now. We're a few minutes late today, and just want to make sure that we are on the right spot. Sandra Sampson, Margaret McCall, and Hickok Fetters are watching. Great. You guys are there. Thank you. It's nice to have you here. Oh, we've got lots of people watching, Angela, already, so that's good. Nice. I always expect to, I'm always surprised that you come, so thank you. It's lovely to see you again from Maureen. I can't see you guys, but it's lovely to know that you are there. We had 2 people in today. Hey, Devin. Hey, Penny. We had 2 people in today from Halifax who are hooking a lot, and it was really fun to see them in person. Marcia, we did not get the hurricane very badly in our end of the province, but in some other places we did get it. Hello, Heather McClure and Jane Faulkner and Janet Jakubowski. Sorry about that. Hello, Deanne from Oklahoma, from Carol Hickman Hayes. Hi, Sandra. This feels like romper room, doesn't it, when I do all of this? But it's just nice to see all your voices. How's the bride? Well, let's see. How is the bride? How is the bride? The bride's all in black today. How's the bride?
Great. Married life is great.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm going to pass this over to you, Angela. And we're going to start off today with the hooking. Because, as you know, and many of you have registered, thank you, we're getting ready for our Tiny Landscapes course. And I just want to show you one little piece. This is what I want to cover today. This is all my notes. I just want to show you what we're doing. So far in Tiny Landscapes, I have hooked for Tiny Landscapes, I have hooked 15 rugs from start to finish, where you see the whole thing. So that's what the course is going to be like. It's not going to be like I send you, it's not going to be our winter online course where I send you a packet and I say red goes here, green goes here, blue goes here. It requires more of you than that. It's more of kind of like our hooking painterly courses where you're choosing what color goes where. So we have the packets made. We have quite a few made, and we're waiting for our frames to come in. They're coming in at 20 and 40 a day, and every day we're shipping more packages. So some of you, we're still like, I would think for the next 2 weeks, we'll keep shipping, and those you'll have on time. Some people will get theirs a little bit later than the course starts. So this is one of the projects that I'm doing for the Tiny Landscape course. Is I'm talking to people about creating a series of tiny landscapes, and you can have a pan of this, and just gives you an idea of what I'm hooking for the course. I'm pretty excited about this course. I would have to say, I think there's going to be more people taking this course than have ever taken a course with us before, and that we're all going to be working together. I'm going to create a Facebook group for the course. Actually, Angela's going to create a Facebook group for the course, and we're going to take the Facebook group so that you can post any projects that you're working on, not necessarily completed. So I'm using, about our artist series. Someone came today, and right now Angie is home dyeing a whole bunch of the artist series. I'm using the Rousseau, and so one of the things I'm going to do today is hook a little bit of the Rousseau yarn. That's this yarn from the artist series. It's really, really gorgeous. So I don't have a whole bunch of dyed yarns to show you today. I am just going to focus on the yarns that we have dyed. I am going to show you the Monet cloth that we have dyed, but I'll have to run out and get a piece and leave the bride to talk to you guys for a few minutes. in a minute. She always worries when I do that. Okay.
I'll get myself in trouble. I'll start talking about your hair again.
Yeah, ear here and nose here. So someone said the other day, "Oh, Deanne, you're always so upbeat." And I just said to Angela before we got on, what did I say to you, Angela?
You were feeling cranky.
I just had the big crank on. I feel better now that you guys are all here. But sometimes I just feel so irritated over nothing. Like there's nothing. When I left the house this morning, I was like happy, smiling, and then all of a sudden I got this irritation on me over like a couple of small things. I know it happens to you. I know I'm not alone, but it's no fun to feel it. Like, how do you just shake it off? What do you do when you feel like that, Angela? How do you shake it off?
I train.
You train.
Yeah.
So I did go for a walk right before this, and that did make me feel a little bit better. Sometimes I just feel like going, just shaking it out of me. And I guess that's kind of what training is, isn't it?
It is.
It's kind of shaking it out of you. Getting rid of that negativity. Because we fill ourselves up sometimes with our own, it's like a negative spirit. So you can see, look at this yarn, how gorgeous it is. This is the Rousseau, and I still didn't get a book by Rousseau. And every time I'm on video, I say, as soon as I get off this video, I'm going to go order a book by Rousseau. Because I really do want to examine his work more and look at it closely.
Ooh, Karen Thompson's saying a glass of wine.
A glass of wine will, Karen, now I can't be doing that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at work. Come on, give me something else. Got anything else?
Dance.
Dance.
Dance is a good one.
Dance is a good one.
Dance is a great
good one. Okay, everybody, let's dance. Everybody want to do a little dance? I'm not a good dancer, but I think we could do a little dance. Come on. We need to shake it up a bit.
We need some music.
We need some music. I got no music, but we could just do a little dance. That is helping,
Does that
help? Okay, get up out of your chairs. Come on. I know you're there. Shake your hands. Shaking your hands is really good for loosening up the hook. Really, it is. Shaking your hands, shake your hips, shake your arms. Make fun of me dancing. I don't care. Just go ahead and make fun of me. I don't care. Yesterday I spent all day and I cleaned this all up. Look what I did. These baskets. I bought these baskets for storing wool out front, and they were always too big. There was always like 2 skeins left in it. And they weren't really good for shopping baskets. So I took them and I organized all my colors. Isn't that nice? And I mixed my velvets in with my wool. And so that's what I did today. I know, I think exercise is really the key, isn't it? I think movement and exercise is really the key to feeling a little bit better. And not taking yourself too seriously or believing that you're that important, that your little crank matters that much. So on the newsletter this week, I talked about my blue sweater and about not saving things for good. And I used to be like that with... having a little trouble here because I haven't tightened this enough, but I used to be like that with my wool too. Like if I got a really beautiful wool or a piece of velvet, I would save it and savor it and let it, like sometimes I'd have one dress, that I bought at Frenchie's or something. I always think of the green wool jersey dress I had that I got at Frenchie's, and I must have had that dress for like 10 years. I never wanted to use it all up.
We lost connection here, Deanne.
What's that? We lost connection?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I never wanted to use it up, so I'll just have to talk really loud. I never wanted to use it all up, and I was savoring it, too much. And so there's
Bluetooth is waiting for connection.
Oh, what's happening here? Let me see. Maybe let's try and see.
Bluetooth is connected.
Okay, is that good now? We got
Yep,
it? Got our
I think
sound
so.
again? So I would savor things so much sometimes that I didn't get like the use of them, And so I told you about my blue sweater. I've had that blue sweater on every night. Now here's the thing I don't understand. Last night I was making a blueberry pie. You can't be cranky when you make a pie. That's the thing. If you're making a pie, it's just like so much hope in a pie, isn't there? Anyway, I was feeling great. I was making my pie, but I put on the sweater that I wore every night last year because I didn't want to get blueberry stains on my new blue sweater. And I wore that sweater every night last year without a problem. I'd come home from work and I just couldn't wait to get in that sweater. Well, I put it on last night and it felt hard. It felt like it didn't feel like the sweater I couldn't wait to put on every night last year. Like, what's that about? I don't know. Old thing? Or what? What happens? Anybody talking to me, Angela, or are they all ignoring me? Okay, I'm just...
Just hold on here.
Okay.
We have a question from Sally. Is it too late to register for the Tiny Landscape course?
No, you're good. Tiny Landscapes, you can register for the Tiny Landscapes until October 16th. And we did it that way in case we gave people lots of time, in case they want to save or plan for it or whatever. Oh, I'm loving this green. I'm loving this Rousseau's green. It's just perfect. It's a perfect little color. And so why is my sweater hard? Have you ever experienced that, Angela? When you get a new favorite, what happens to the old favorite?
Well, Linda says that it's softer.
What? The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The new one is softer. Because the other one has literally been washed, I bet 120 times, maybe more.
But I have that sweater too, and it's funny because I put it on the other night,
Yeah.
and I've had that sweater for about 20 years.
Yeah.
And I put it on, and Rich is like, okay, how long have you had that sweater? That sweater's got to go. But I love it because it's got a high turtleneck, and it's nice and tight, and it keeps me warm, and I can't part with it.
No. It's like we all have that. I think it's really important to have a favorite sweater. All right. Okay, now I just want to show you one thing. When I was looking over here at this green, I'm just going to show you about some velvet that I have. I'm going to hook a bit of velvet. Now, I like velvet that's not too stretchy. I like velvet that is a little bit more like a rayon velvet. That's more my thing. It sheds a lot and it makes a bit of a mess. But I think for me, it's a better velvet. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to fold it in 4. This works for any piece of cloth that you have. I'm going to cut it a 1/2 inch wide. I'm going to leave 2 strips. And that's all I'm going to use in that whole series. And this is what you're going to be learning in Tiny Landscapes is, about how much wool to use here or there. And then we're going to invite Joe in because Joe's working on a rug. So I'm going to blend this in here. Like sometimes that tiny bit of velvet, just because you have the whole strip in your hand doesn't mean you have to use it, right? Just going to use it here. A couple of loops here. And that's it. And then I'm going to leave those 2 on my frame and I'm going to use some more later on. Then I'm going to top that up with a bit of yellow sari. So if you want the rest of the lessons for this series, and if you want to learn about making small rugs quickly and easily, in one sitting, really, a lot of them, then join me for our Tiny Landscapes course. You can wear your favorite sweater while you're taking it. And I just want you to know that you can take it any time. So though it goes from October 16th to October 31st. You can, if you can't do it during that time, you can save it and do it later. So I really want to get people involved. And I just hope that you'll share this video. We're going to, one of the things I want to do is I'd like to have some guests on the video. I really enjoyed having Angie last week. And I'm going to invite Joe on today to show his rug, and one of the first rugs he's working on. This is his 3rd piece, I think. And I want you to come and be here on Thursday at 2 o'clock if you want. Like, if you're coming to visit the studio, just let us know if you'd like to come and be on the show with me. And you can bring your rug and I can give you some feedback. And I think that would be great learning for you guys and for me. I'm going to call out to Joe and see if he's coming in. And please remember to share the video. Joe, do you want to come? Yeah. Okay. All right, so now we're going to look at Joe's rug. So please share this video. The weeks that 50 or 100, like the weeks that 50 people share, we get a good audience. The weeks that 100 people share, we get a terrific audience. And when you share a video about rug hooking, you just don't know what you're sharing. Somebody might need community, they might need friendship, they might need love, and rug hooking brings all those kinds of things to your life. And I mean, it's very difficult to say something can bring love to your life, but I know that when you get community and you get to use your creativity, then you get more love in your life. I mean, that just sounds like that seems like a big promise, doesn't it, Angela? But I think when you are creative and you are involved in your community, that you do get really good things happening. Do you know what I'm getting at, Andy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those ladies earlier were a good example of that.
Yeah, they were.
Coming in here, they were so happy and.
Come in. Welcome to my studio.
Thank you. I've never been here before.
He's new. So come, let's see what you're doing. I texted Joe last night and I said, Joe texts me a lot at night. What happens is Joe has a couple glasses of wine at night sometimes. I think. And he texts me things like, "Do you want a pumpkin?"
I do.
And I don't know when I've ever said no to anything. Oh, big zucchinis. I think
Zucchini.
big zucchinis. I didn't need any big zucchinis. Okay, so what are you doing here, Joe?
Well, I wanted to do a Christmas feast for the holiday theme.
Right?
Joe, I'm sorry to interrupt.
I can take this off.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
that'd be
mind?
great.
Don't spit on me. I'm good.
Oh, we're good. We'll keep our distance for sure.
I wanted to do a holiday rug for a family member, and I'm not that good at drawing, but so I asked Deanne if I could take one of her patterns and adapt it. So I had bought her Words and Waves, and there was all this blank space down here to put your words in. I kind of thought, well, I can draw some funky Christmas trees to put in there.
Yeah.
But
And I love how you turn the waves into Christmas trees.
yeah, so I was following your points.
Yeah.
And because I also like the 5 funky houses, because for the person that this is going to, there are 5 households involved. It's a multi-family.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so it kind of brings it all together that way.
Yeah.
But I kind of thought, well, you could give me some pointers, some things I should or shouldn't do
Okay.
on it.
All right.
Can you guys hold it up a bit?
Okay.
Perfect,
Hold it
thank
up
you.
Straight. Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, right at the top of my list is I'm wondering what's going on in behind these trees now.
I'm going to turn it into snowdrifts.
They're snowdrifts, so it's all going to be snowdrifts.
Snowdrifts and...
So they're going to be, okay, I love that idea. That's really good. And are these going to be like colored lights on the trees?
Lights and bulbs.
Lights and bulbs. Okay, awesome. That sounds great. And these are going to be green.
They're going to be, yes, I think so. I was tempted to actually either use Briggs and Little fur on it
Yeah,
or Wonder Woman.
yeah.
And then I almost thought, well, if I did the main one in green and did the other one in more of a subdued kind of goldish color,
Oh,
almost like when pines turn gold.
gold. Yeah, you could do that.
And then I kind of thought, well, maybe I should just go eclectic and go, well, there's a vibrant blue one, and then there's another different
I
color
love
one.
that
and
idea. Because then it gets crazy with the houses too.
Yeah.
So like you could have like a plum, a purple, and a green. You could have a green and a purple and a hot pink or something.
Because I love that
vibrant blue.
1950s, 60s when they all started changing the tree colors.
Tree colors, yeah, I like that too. What are you going to do with the diamonds at the top?
I'm not quite sure yet.
I have this crazy notion.
Which is?
Well, what was your notion? What you're not
I have-
quite sure? Did you have anything in mind?
No, not at one point.
Well, I'm just wondering about just like partial poinsettias coming out of the houses. You know how I've done
Okay.
skies with chrysanthemums,
Right?
but you may have this like poinsettia sky.
Oh, that would be different.
It would be different. It might be a bit difficult to actually recognize their poinsettias, or you could do holly, but then that's just more green, right?
Yeah.
How are people going to know it's a Christmas? They have the Christmas tree, and what colors are these? These are all going to be, you variegated this
Yeah.
one, so they're all going to be variegated.
Well,
right?
actually, what I thought I would do is I would do every other one variegated.
Okay,
So
so
I'd have
3
a
are.
lifted texture, lower, lifted.
Oh, I like
lower.
that. Yeah,
And as you know, I'm in love with Wonder Woman these
Yeah.
days.
yeah,
And all the great variegated colors. So there is a great autumn that was going to go in here. There was a marine for here, and then there's one I think that's called larch.
yeah,
And then we had vermilion.
yeah,
That it picks up on all of it.
yeah.
And I have wondered about doing the roof trends in sari silk,
Mhm.
like in
That would be good. The tops of the roofs, all
either
in
in
cherry.
charcoal or gray. Or,
Yeah, yeah. The other thing you could do here is you could have a royal blue sky with gold diamonds,
Okay.
which would sort of be like Christmas Eve-y feeling.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are suggesting snowflakes or stars.
So, oh, that would be pretty, like a snowflake thing going on up here.
Yeah.
That would be really good. I like the snowflake better than the poinsettia.
I'd have to get some help with the snowflake though.
Yeah, well, I think you can get like I think you can get like clip art snowflakes that you could actually trace.
Oh, okay.
You could print it off and then cut it out and trace them. They're free clip art online.
I like free.
Yeah, so I think you could do that, but I think that would be really nice. Or you could even do snowflakes on the royal blue. Or you could do snowflakes on just a natural sky. But I love, one of the things I love about it, Joe, so far is that you've just taken this pattern and gone crazy with it. Which is good.
Yeah.
And you did that with the other patterns that
Yes.
you did too. It
Yeah.
just like takes a pattern, which is great. Patterns are meant as guides. They're not supposed to be specific, do this, that way, everything perfect. Patterns are just a guide for you. They're just like an artist's drawing, and you can render it however you want. I love people messing with my patterns.
That's a good thing.
It is, after looking at this and the other two that he's done. You can just make things more identifiably yours. I think you're doing great. Your stitch is good, like not too tight. Yeah, looks really nice.
Yeah, well,
It's kind of fun.
I haven't ripped anything out. Well, I ripped out one window so far, but.
Yeah, and what made you put the white crossbars on the windows?
Well, I originally started out with making them all one color, and I kind of thought, oh, I didn't like that. And then I was looking at our own windows, which are have white vellum crosses in them.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
And I put it on, and then when I stand back in the distance, I'm kind of looking, I'm kind of going, it looks like 5 churches.
Oh, yeah, it does a bit. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And I kind of thought, well, spirituality is part of the holidays.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
right, for
reason
sure.
for being.
That's the reason for it. Yeah.
And I kind of thought, well, I'm going to leave it with white.
Yeah, the white crosses.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's so nice. I never saw that, but I'm glad you pointed out to me. And I like your gold and your sparkle on top of there. That's nice. You could also put some sparkle in there if you wanted.
Yeah. Well, I got those from your studio pick room back here.
Yeah, those. Yeah,
But yeah. And
you're doing great. Do you have any questions for me?
no, that was good input for it because it was kind of stuck
Yeah,
with
I
a
love-
few things.
I love the eyes. So I think you need some lines in here.
Yeah.
That will sort of show the snowbanks, and you bring the snowbanks right up to
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Well, I bought your snow texture package.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's got the cranes and a little bit of pinkishness to it.
Yeah. Perfect.
And I half thought of getting some white fleece to add a little bit along the sides of the windows.
What does Harry say when you come home with wool every night? I'm just.
Oh God, he rolls his eyes and keeps going. The living room's a bigger mess now than it's ever been.
I don't know. You're doing great. Keep at it.
Well, good, thank you.
Yeah. All right. And we'll have Joe back again. Do you have anything to tell them, Joe?
Nope, great working here. Kind of overflowed with color these days, and great things happening in the studio.
You just have so much more responsibility here though than you used to. I don't know how you can stand it.
Between Angie and you, I don't have a choice.
Joe used to be the administrator of a nursing home. With how many residents?
74.
74 residents. And he's retired from that. And so
But this is like working with big sisters, so it's kind of like.
this is like working with big sisters.
working with
And
big
you've had
sisters.
big sisters.
And I've had big sisters.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm kind of used to it.
yeah. And she's the little sister. You don't have a little sister.
Now, can I pick on her?
They get everything they want, that's what I heard. Because I'm the little sister.
Well,
Usually. I can be your big sister.
okay, you be my big sister. As you know, I like my sisters.
Alright, I'm just going to show you the rug that I made. And the rug we took off the frame last week. This is using a lot of neutrals right here, and I'm really pleased with it. It doesn't say anything. I just wanted to, I talked about the use of stencils and using stencils as a symbol for, it's a symbol for language. It's a like letters are just so powerful. Words are so powerful, and just every one of these, in the right combination has so much energy. I just think that as individual shapes, they're really beautiful, and I'm just really happy with my chrysanthemums. They, excuse me, they are kind of blowing in the wind a little bit, but I'm just really happy with the rug. I love the traditional motif that came through from the negative space between the pots. I'm just really happy with it, and I'm so happy with it that I hung it in my own place. Angela, can you show them around a little bit? And I'm just going to run out and get that one cloth, because we only have a few half yards of it.
Sure.
Right back.
What can we look at? Let's see what's out in the back studio. That's her red rug that she just completed not too long ago. And over here we have a lot of great yarns. I love this. I picked this up and I'm going to start a new rug. It's called Sulka. And I feel like I want to start another octopus rug. So I picked up some of this in blue, so I'm going to start a new rug with this. It's really nice.
You're showing them our studio pics, Rome?
Yep. Because I picked up some Sulka, so I feel like I'm going to
Yeah, that's a nice yarn.
do another octopus rug.
This is our Monet inspired wool cloth. And we have, I think we have 8 half yards of it. We don't have a lot of it. And who knows if we're dyeing it again. We're creative here at the studio, so we're trying not to get into that thing where, you know, we have to dye 100 of something or 50 of something. We're just trying to create every week. And Mary and Angela dyed this the week before last. And we just got it all ready, and it's on the website for you. And I'll show you another piece. And that's the special dye pot that we have for you for this week. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And so they're on there, and they're half yard pieces. So that's about it for this week. We must be getting close to our time, are we, Angela?
We are.
I'm just going to go back and hook everybody out, and we'll say goodbye. If anyone has any questions, I can answer a question. And I am going to hook away.
Bluetooth is connected.
Oh.
She talks to us, that one does.
What was the name of the yarn you started with, Deanne?
The yarn I started with is the Rousseau from our Artist Series collection. And everything is in stock there. I'll go in and check afterwards. Angie is home as we speak dyeing wool. And she just loves to dye wool, doesn't she, Angela?
She does. She's amazing.
And she does really good work. So we have some other ideas for new series and new bases that we're going to be doing, but we're going to go with this Painterly series for a while. We still have lots of our Sari Silk collection left, and there will be new Sari colors coming soon. So keep your eyes open, and I'll show you those when they come in. We have Mansour's gave up their old shirt rack, so we have 60 new spaces that we are filling, and so we'll be dyeing new colors to fill those spaces. I love how a thick yarn looks next to a thin yarn. That is just what just makes me so happy. And that's it for this week. Get hooking. Be sure to hook. Be sure to wear your new sweater, and just to savor. And you know, when you're feeling cranky, I think, you know what I just learned is that if I just forget about myself for a little bit, then I don't feel so cranky. That's what happened just talking to you guys and being with you. So thank you for being there. See you. Bye-bye.